Have you ever lent money to a friend and they forgot? Or maybe you just lost the receipt from splitting dinner? What if I told you there's a technology that solves this problem forever, and I'm going to explain it without using a single confusing tech word? Welcome back to Deciphering Crypto. I'm Shay, and we make crypto, blockchain, and AI simple for everyone. I'm not some blockchain guru. I'm still learning so much every day, just like you are. Until recently, I had very little idea how any of this actually worked. Today, we're breaking down blockchain in the simple way possible. By the end of this video, you'll understand it better than 90% of the people that own crypto. Let's start with a simple question. Why do we even need blockchain? Right now, when you send money to someone, you don't actually send it yourself. Think about it. You open your banking app, you type in a friend's details, you hit send, but you didn't move that money. Your bank did. The bank is the middleman. They keep the list, the master list of who has what money. When you send money, the bank just updates their list. They subtract it from your account and add it to your friend's account. And normally, this works pretty good. Banks are trustworthy for the most part, but here's the risk. What if the bank makes a mistake? What if they get hacked? What if they freeze your account? What if they say no to your transaction? You might be thinking, but that rarely happens. And you're right, but it can happen. And when it does, you have zero control. Plus, banks charge fees. They take days to process international payments. They're closed on weekends. They control your money. Blockchain asks a different question. What if we didn't need the middleman? All right, let me show you something. This right here is a notebook. Simple, right? Now imagine you and 9 friends are keeping track of who owes whom money. Instead of one person holding the notebook, let's say me, what if all 10 of us had identical copies? Here's how it works. Alice wants to send Bob $5. Instead of telling me to write it down, Alice announces to the whole group, I'm sending Bob $5. Now all 10 of us write in our notebooks. Alice sends Bob $5. Everyone's notebook now shows the exact same thing. You might be wondering, wait, what if someone cheats? That's the magic. Here's the aha moment. Let's say I'm a jerk, and some people would argue that I am, but I try to change my notebook to say Alice sent me $100 instead of sending Bob $5. Well, what happens then? The other 9 friends check their notebooks and say, no, that's a lie. Our 9 notebooks all say Alice sent Bob $5. You're the only one with a different number. The majority wins. I can't cheat because I don't control the majority of notebooks. That is blockchain. It's just a shared list that no one person can cheat on. No bank needed, no middleman needed, just math and agreement. Think of it like this. You know how everyone at the restaurant can see the total on the bill? If the waiter tried to add an extra $20, everyone would notice. Same concept, but digital and permanent. The official term is a distributed ledger. Fancy words for everyone has a copy of the list. Okay, so we've got our shared notebook. But here's a question. What happens when a page gets full? In blockchain, when we have enough transactions to fill a page, we do something special. We seal it permanently. Imagine taking that page out of the notebook and laminating it, or better yet, sealing it in unbreakable resin. Once it's sealed, nobody can erase it. Not me, not you, not anyone. That sealed page, that's called a block. Each block contains a bunch of transactions, a timestamp when it was sealed, special mathematical glue that connects it to the previous block, and here's the genius part. Each new block is glued to the block before it using special digital glue called a cryptographic hash. It's like a unique fingerprint that can't be faked. So now we have block 1 sealed, glued to block 2, sealed, glued to block 3, sealed, and so on. This creates a chain of blocks. So there you have it, block and chain blockchain. If someone tries to change block 2, the glue breaks. Everyone immediately knows something's wrong. The chain is broken. This makes blockchain incredibly secure. To change one old transaction, you'd have to 1. Change that block, 2. Reseal it, 3. change every single block that came after it. 4, do this on the majority of copies. Remember, everyone has a copy. It's basically impossible. Think of it like trying to edit a photograph in a yearbook after it's been printed and distributed to thousands of people. Good luck with that. Now you understand the technology, the shared notebook, the sealed blocks, the chain, but what about Bitcoin? What's the difference? Here's the simplest way to think about it. Blockchain equals the notebook system itself, the technology. Bitcoin equals the first currency written in that notebook. Blockchain is like the internet. Bitcoin is like email. Email was one of the first uses of the internet, but it's not the only use. Bitcoin was invented in 2009 by someone or a group, Satoshi Nakamoto. They created Bitcoin and blockchain at the same time to solve a problem. How do you create digital money that no government or bank controls? Their answer? Use blockchain to track who owns what Bitcoins. Every Bitcoin transaction gets written into the shared notebook. Everyone can verify it. Nobody can cheat. But here's what most people don't know. Thousands of other projects now use blockchain technology. Ethereum, Cardano, Solana. They're all different notebooks with different rules. Some are for digital art like NFTs, some are for contracts, some are for supply chain tracking, but they all use the same basic idea, a shared, uncheatable record. And while I'm thinking of it, getting started with Bitcoin, look, if you want to buy Bitcoin safely and easily, you should try it out on Caleb and Brown. Here's why. They're not like your typical exchange. You get a dedicated broker, a real human who walks you through everything. You can pick up the phone and call them at any time. They handle the security, the storage, the whole process, and they're perfect for beginners who want to do it right. I have a referral link in the description below. If you use it, you get priority service and it supports the channel at no extra cost to you. All right, let's do a lightning fast recap. 1. The problem. Banks are middlemen. Sometimes they fail, freeze accounts, or change fees. 2. The solution. A shared notebook where everyone keeps a copy. 3. The security. If someone tries to cheat, the majority catches them. 4. The blocks. Pages of transactions that get sealed permanently. 5. The chain. Each sealed block connects to the next, creating an unbreakable history. 6. Bitcoin, the first currency that used this notebook system. You just learned blockchain from scratch. No technical jargon, no confusion. If this made sense, smash that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment if you have any questions. I read every single one. And remember, none of this is financial advice. Crypto is risky. Always do your research. Only invest in what you can afford to lose. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Take care.